Hi, everyone. I want to welcome everyone to the Sunny Smile Show. We are live right now. How's everybody doing? This is Topic Tuesday, and we have a guest. Today for Topic Tuesday, we have Mr. Dick Larson. Okay, Mr. Dick Larson. He's on our special series that I've created. It's called Heal Thy Body series. Okay, we have an exclusive interview, and we're going to be talking about everything that has to do with consciousness. I love it, and I hope you guys love it too. And hold on, so our special guest can come on with me. Dick, are you there? Okay. Okay, let me see. Can you see me? Okay. So I want to do an introduction, Mr. Larson. I want to welcome you to the Sunny Smile Show live. It has truly been an honor to have you join us today. You have spent decades helping people understand healing, not only physically but emotionally and spiritually as well. Tonight we'd love to learn more about your incredible journey. You're welcome. I'm more than honored. So tell us the story. Let's get into this journey. Where did you begin? When did you begin studying healing, and when were you? What were you just a child? Or what was the first spark in your curiosity about the human body and the ability to heal itself? Mm-hmm. Hmm. Ah, yes. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Hmm. Yes. Mhm.
Of us that are volunteers for this organization worldwide.
Mhm.
And hey, there we are. And so uh, I started giving lectures and I read his books. Benjamin
Mhm.
Creme has written about 17 books. They're available
Oh,
on Amazon.com.
Okay.
If you go to the website I'm going to give later, you can get four of them online free.
Really?
Um, yeah. And
Okay.
his books are about the ageless wisdom teachings,
Hmm.
which say that periodically, every so often, about 2,250 years, we get
Hmm.
a great teacher to bring the
Mm.
next teaching for humanity.
Hmm.
And yeah, and so 2,000, let's see, about 2,500 years ago, the Buddha came.
Yes.
The Buddha taught the wisdom of God.
Yes.
Then Jesus came
Yes.
about 2,000 years ago, and he taught the love of God.
Yes.
And now it's been 2,000 years. We're moving into a new cosmic cycle called the
Yes.
Age of Aquarius.
Yes.
And we are going to get a teacher for this age. Jesus was the teacher for the old age, the age of Pisces.
Right.
And there's two symbols for Christianity, the cross and
The fish.
fish. That's right. And a lot of Christians don't know why it's the fish, but I'll tell you,
Yeah.
because he was the teacher for the age of Pisces, and the
Yeah.
age old symbol for Pisces is the fish.
Yes.
Well,
And I'm a
Jesus knew
Pisces.
this, you
I'm a
know.
Pisces. That's why I know.
Oh, there you go. And so, there's all these analogies and all these sayings in the Christian Bible about "I'll make you fishers of men." He fed the crowd with fish. All these
Yes.
fish analogies, and that's no accident.
No.
Jesus knew exactly what he was
What he
doing.
was
He was
doing.
here
Yeah.
to be the teacher for the age of Pisces and introduce the love of God as a
Yes.
major, major factor in everybody's lives. Now, we haven't done very much with that information,
No.
sadly, but we're
Yeah.
working on it. We're getting
Yeah.
there as a
We're
human
getting there.
race. Yeah. And so now it's time. We've been moving out. Any astronomer will tell you this. In 1625, we started moving out of alignment with the great
Mm.
constellation Pisces and
Yes.
into alignment with the great constellation Aquarius. So
Yes.
now we're moving into the age of Aquarius, and Aquarius is bombarding us with very different energies than Pisces did. And
Yes.
Pisces was individuality, energies, and dedication to an ideal. Well, Pisces
Mm.
did its job
Mhm.
because the dedication to an ideal, the dedication to the ideal of freedom saved the world in World War One and World War Two.
Yeah.
And individuality, man has come out of the herd over the last 2,000 years. We now stand on our own as powerful people,
Yes.
capable of even healing ourselves.
Yes. Yes.
So uh, now Aquarian energies are coming in, and they're different. They're synthesis and cooperation. So these powerful individuals that have been built under Pisces are now going to learn to work together under the Aquarian energies of cooperation. So all
Mm.
these little dictators and all these powerful individuals, their time is over. They just don't know it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. The everyday people of the world are going to run the world because
Mm.
we're going to make choices about who's going to lead us
Yes.
and who we want to represent us. And
Yes.
so the times are changing. Benjamin Krem was
Mm-hmm.
in contact with one of the senior members of our spiritual kingdom.
Mm.
And that senior member, we don't know the name of him, but here's how the spiritual kingdom works according to
Okay.
the ageless wisdom. Now, this is really important, Sonny. I'm
Yes.
going to tell your viewers and listeners, please don't believe anything I say, because that would be, yeah, I know, because that would be blind belief. And I can't
Yeah.
recommend blind belief to anybody. I'm not
Right.
here to convince your audience that what I say is true. I'm not here to argue with anybody. I'm just here to present my information, and
That's
people can take it for what it's worth. Hopefully, it'll be worth something to them.
like the sleeping
So,
prophet.
yeah. So, Benjamin Krem was in contact with one of these. The senior members of our spiritual kingdom are called Masters of Wisdom, the Lords of
Mm.
Compassion. There are many
Mm.
wonderful names for them, but
Yes.
who they are is they're people who've gone ahead of us in evolution on this planet.
Yes.
And they've had thousands and thousands of lifetimes, and now they've learned all the lessons that this planet can teach, and they don't need to come back in a body anymore. So now
Right.
they're permanent consciousness. They're like a
Mm.
spirit, a soul.
Mm. Mm.
Okay. And
Yeah.
there are 63 of them
Mm.
that have become masters of wisdom and agreed to stay with planet Earth. And
Mm-hmm.
they're the inspiration for humanity behind the scenes. They've
Mm.
inspired the great advancements of humanity
Yes.
over the ages. There are
Mm.
63 of these great beings. We knew them as Buddha, Krishna, Jesus, Muhammad,
Right.
Confucius. Joan of
Right.
Arc is one of the great masters now. Mary,
Yes.
the mother of Jesus, is one of the great masters, and
Mm.
they all have a little different responsibilities
Humanities.
in the plan of God. Okay,
Yes.
the plan for humanity and for our planet to go forward and
Mm.
evolve,
Right.
and the planet evolves because we evolve.
That's right.
So yeah, so one of these great beings was in contact with Benjamin Creme, which gave
Mm.
him tremendous, amazing information. And
Wow.
so Benjamin Creme had information that I've never heard before, and
Mm.
and a lot of it, and it was
Mm.
some of it's pretty basic stuff, like
Really?
the path to spiritualization and spiritual growth is
Yes.
meditation, prayer, and
Mm.
service.
Mm.
Service
Nice.
is the name of the game
Nice.
because
Yes.
the whole spiritual kingdom, that's all they do is serve. They serve
Yes.
us
Yes.
and the planet and the kingdoms below us because there's the mineral kingdom, the vegetable kingdom, the
Yes.
plant kingdom, and the human kingdom, and then the spiritual kingdom. And
Mm.
we're the go between all those below us and the spiritual kingdom because we have individual souls. We're
Right.
spirit.
Right.
You know that's one of the things that the teacher is going to teach us is that we're not humans having spiritual experiences. We're
Right.
spirits having human experience.
Right.
Yeah, and
Yes.
we
Human
need to learn
nature.
it. We
Yes.
forget that, Sonny.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So there's a great teacher coming forward, and that's really the other news besides the ageless wisdom is that this
Mm-hmm.
great teacher's name is Maitreya, Maitreya. It's Sanskrit. It
Yes.
means the happy one, the one who brings joy. And as Sunny smiles, you'll love that.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah, and so Benjamin Krem's job, he volunteered to do this free of charge, no pay, travel the
Mm.
world for over 40 years, telling the
Mm.
world that the teacher for the age of Aquarius is here now in a physical body, waiting for the best time to come forward to humanity.
Right.
Now, this is interesting because he made his own body. These
Mm.
masters live in the mountains and deserts of the world where they don't have to deal with smog like we do and
Right.
pollution. You
And
know,
pollution.
they don't
Mm.
sleep, they don't eat, they just work 24/7. And
Mm.
so, yeah, so Maitreya built his own body. He can't be killed. He doesn't need to eat or sleep. He might do it just to be polite, but he doesn't need to. Um,
Right.
and, and the masters of wisdom travel by thought. That's how
Yes.
they travel. They can appear. They're not subject to Earth's like gravity and stuff anymore. So they can
Right.
appear in like 14 places at once.
Yes.
Because yeah, I know it's amazing, and still shake your hand, and
Yes. I
be
love it.
solid. I know. So Benjamin Crumb is telling the world that Maitreya, the world teacher for the age of Aquarius, is here now, waiting for the best time to come forward when he can have the attention of most people. At first, he thought it would be the crash of the stock market, but every time the stock market goes down, we prop it back up. So he's probably going to come forward. My best guess is in the next 3 years.
I hope
We'll
so.
see. Yeah, we'll see him on television worldwide and hear him on radio
Yes.
worldwide, and he will then say, who he is. He'll say, I'm Maitreya. I am your brother. Um,
Yes.
I am because he came out of humanity
Mm-hmm.
from Earth. He and the Buddha were the first two to graduate from planet Earth,
Really?
and yeah, and become permanent souls, become masters of the wisdom. And so
Hmm.
they're brothers. They work together all the time behind the
Mm-hmm.
scenes. So anyway, um, there's a lot of good information that's going to be coming out as the teachers, because Maitreya isn't alone. There are 14 masters on the planet right now in physical bodies. One
Wow.
is in Rome, one is in London, that's Maitreya. One is in Tokyo, one is in Darjeeling, one is in Geneva, one is in New York, one
Mm.
is in the mountains out here above Los Angeles. Uh,
Mm.
there are 14. The one in Rome, people
Mm.
might be interested to know. The
Yeah.
one in Rome is the Master Jesus. He's
Mm.
back, and
Mm.
as I understand that, his job is to take back the Christian church and head up the
Mm.
Christian. There'll be no more popes.
No
Jesus
more.
will be the head of the Christian church worldwide. His job, which is a tough one, is to get the church back on track.
Right.
Because the Christian church was supposed to teach and
Mhm.
heal.
Yes.
They've done a terrible job of teaching and
Mhm.
almost no healing at all.
None.
So that's going to change when Jesus comes forward. And Jesus and Maitreya are both going to tour the world and give speeches in auditoriums and
Mm.
theaters and so on. People will be able to ask them questions. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a fascinating time to be alive
That's gonna be
because
awesome.
they are going to teach us how to put this planet back on the path of God's will. My,
Yes.
the Buddha taught the wisdom of God. Jesus taught the love of God. Maitreya comes to teach God's will and the purpose behind that. So all of us that have been trying to do God's will find out what it is.
Mhm.
And
Okay. They
thankful for that.
purpose. Hmm.
So there's going to be a lot of healing that's going to be going on in the future because what Benjamin Crumb's master has said is that all of the healing techniques, acupuncture, sound, color, vibration, all of those, osteopathy, all of those along will combine into the holistic
Hmm.
medical profession.
Right.
Right. And so we'll get some really, really special treatment and
Mm.
healings out of
Yeah.
this in the future because it's all going to be recognized. Now, not right
Yeah.
away, but it'll happen as time goes on. All of these other extraneous healing techniques will come into play
Yeah.
in the medical field, and it's about time. I mean,
Yes,
it's
it
way
is.
overdue.
It's oh my gosh.
Yes, yes.
Taking
Now,
medicine is horrible for the body.
yes.
Hmm.
Now, there are people who heal. There are healers who are really capable of healing. I'm
Hmm.
not one of them. I'm not a healer, at least not that I know of. Um, but I was a counselor before I retired. I
Okay.
was a counselor who worked with addicts and alcoholics and
Okay.
with their families. And so I
Mm.
tried to do a lot of helping people heal themselves, you know.
Yes. Amen.
Yeah, that was my profession. I
Mhm.
loved it.
Oh.
I especially loved working with the families because the
Oh.
families always thought, it's my fault that my son is addicted. Well,
No.
how did I go wrong? And the
Right.
first thing I tell them is, you can't make anybody addicted.
No.
People get addicted by drinking or using too much too often.
Yes. Even
And
food.
they do it to themselves. Now they
Yeah.
don't realize they're getting addicted
No, they
until
don't.
it's too late, you
Yes.
know, and then they need help.
Yeah.
Very few people can heal from addiction on their own. They
Yes.
need, some kind of professional help.
Yes. They need comfort. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
And they need to take responsibility for
Yeah.
their lives and for the
Yes.
actions they have committed that were harmful to others.
Yes. Yes.
That's part of the healing is
Yeah.
letting go of that burden of guilt
Exactly.
that
Yep.
people carry around.
Yes.
Maitreya said, I
Mm.
come to remove guilt. He
Mm.
said, guilt serves no purpose.
Right.
It does no good to feel
No.
guilty.
No.
If you make a mistake, just learn from it and don't do it again.
Yes. Like fear.
Fear, exactly. Well, fear is going to happen.
Mm.
But here's the thing about fear.
Mm.
What we do is we let fear stop us from doing things we should do anyway.
Yes.
And we can learn lessons from firemen
Mm.
because they'll see a building fully involved in fire and they're scared to death, but they go in anyway.
Anyway.
And then the fear goes away
Mm-hmm.
because we have courage.
Amen.
Humanity has courage,
Yeah.
and you can't have one without the other. If you're not afraid, you don't need courage,
Exactly.
right?
Right.
So when fear comes along, that's when we use our courage and we go ahead anyway.
Yes.
Yes. So
We do
you
it
just
anyway.
don't let fear stop you and conquer you. You
That's
know, the trick is humanity has four aspects
mm-hmm.
that make up who we are,
Yeah.
and almost every major religion and philosophy agrees. We're
Yeah.
physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual.
Yes.
Okay, and that's the order of evolution. First,
Yeah.
we were physical, animal man. You
Yeah.
know, then we've got feelings.
Yeah.
Animals don't have feelings; they have instinct, but they don't have feelings.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. It feels like they do, doesn't it?
they do. I
I
know.
know. Yeah.
They have a soul, so they have to have feelings.
Well, they have a different soul, according to the ageless wisdom. I'll tell you about it. It's very
Okay.
interesting. So
Okay.
then we evolved to feelings, and
Mm-hmm.
then we started using our mind
Mm-hmm.
and running our lives by thinking
Mm-hmm.
instead of just by feeling. And then we started to realize that we're a living soul,
Hmm.
that there's more to it than this physical body,
Mm.
and more to life. So physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual.
Right.
Well, those are the levels on which we can get sick and
Yes.
on which we can be healed. We
Yes.
can be healed physically, we can be healed emotionally, we can be healed mentally,
Mm.
and we can be healed spiritually.
Mm.
That's part of what grace is all about. The
That's
spiritual
right.
kingdom gives us grace and
Yes.
helps us unload our spiritual baggage so that
Yes.
we can be free,
Yes.
and do and make choices. We
Mm-hmm.
have free will. It's sacred. The
Yes.
masters never tell us what to do or make us do anything.
No.
Here's why. They know it's sacred. Here's
Mm-hmm.
why we have free will.
Why?
We use free will to make choices.
Mm-hmm.
Can we learn from a poor choice? Yes.
Yes.
Can we learn from a wise choice?
Yeah.
Yes. See, the goal isn't to choose correctly every time. The
Mm-hmm.
goal is to always learn from our choice so we don't make the same
Same
mistake again.
mistake. Yes. Which is sin. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
that's our free will.
Yes.
And that's how we learn and grow. And that's really our job. Learn and grow. Learn and grow. Learn and
Mm-hmm.
grow. Learn every aspect of life you can and learn as much as you can about
Yeah.
how to have effective relationships, how to
Yeah.
support others, how to serve others,
Mm-hmm.
how to take care of yourself.
Yes.
Very
Self
important.
care. Very important.
We have a right to take care of ourselves. We have a right to protect ourselves from
Yeah.
people that would harm us emotionally.
Yes.
Just because they're family members doesn't mean they have a right to hurt us.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So we have a right to be fussy about who we hang out with,
Yes.
who we spend time with.
Mm-hmm.
And don't let anybody, I mean, like I said, don't believe what I'm saying, but don't let anybody tell you who you have to hang out with or who you have to allow in your life
Right.
frequently enough to actually hurt you
Yes.
emotionally or mentally or however,
Yes.
or physically. We
Yeah.
have a right to take care of ourselves.
Yes.
And that goes way deeper than family or blood.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
yeah. Nobody else can live our life for us. We have the right to live our life for
For
ourselves,
ourselves.
not for
Yeah.
anybody else.
For no one else.
I'm married and I choose to live part of my life for my wife.
Yeah.
But you see, that's my choice.
Yes. You
That's
have
my
no
free.
choice.
That's my exercise of free will, right?
But really, you have no choice. You're married, but it's okay. We'll let that slide.
Oh, sorry.
I
You're a
love
character.
it. Yes, I am.
So, so I spent a lot of time working with family members and with addicts and alcoholics
Hmm.
who, of course, they carry tremendous guilt. And
Yes.
so we process that guilt in one-on-one therapy, in group
Mm.
therapy. And then I did, like I said, family therapy was my favorite. And
Really?
I just loved setting these family members free from feeling responsible. You know,
Mm.
they're
Yes.
not, they don't know what to do. Nobody knows anything about addiction.
No.
You don't, just because you're a parent, you don't get a manual on how to prevent your child from being addicted.
Right.
It doesn't work that way. It's
Yes,
like
but
you don't get a manual on how to make a partnership work or a marriage work.
exactly. You didn't leave the hospital with instruction with a baby, so
That's
it's
right.
not the same.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
we live and learn,
Yes.
and in learning we grow. We grow in
Exactly.
maturity, we grow in consciousness, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
so guilt, there's a couple ways to get rid of guilt since we're talking
Mm.
about healing. May I talk about this?
Yes, I
I'm
love
not
this.
letting I'm not letting you ask questions. I'm sorry.
I love this. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm learning a
Well,
lot.
okay. Well, guilt, the primary way to let go of guilt
Mhm.
is to make amends, to apologize. But you
Hmm.
have to mean it. I mean, you
Yes.
can't, you have to really mean it. Um,
Yes.
like people in recovery from addiction, they shouldn't apologize to anybody for at least the first 6 months until
Mm.
they've got their head back on their shoulders and they're squared away and they can really mean it, you
Right.
know,
Right. Right.
because then it'll be meaningful to the other person. If
Yes.
they do it in the first 3 days of sobriety, it's not meaningful to the other person because
No,
they've
it's
said, I'm sorry a million times
not.
in their addiction, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It
So it
doesn't
doesn't
work
mean
anymore.
anything. Yeah. Yeah. They have to
Mhm.
wait until it's meaningful. And how it's
Yes.
meaningful is by they to change how they live their life. And
Yes.
then when they say they're sorry, it means something. So that's
Yes.
the main way to get rid of guilt is to apologize. Now,
Hmm.
can you get rid of guilt if you apologize and the other person doesn't accept your apology? They go, oh, I've heard it a million times. Doesn't mean a thing. Can you still
Hmm.
lift your guilt off of you? Yes, you can, because
Wow.
you did your part.
Right.
Just
But
because they don't do their part doesn't
mm,
affect whether or not you sincerely meant it and
right.
apologized.
Right. That's
Can you
true.
apologize in writing? Of course you can. It's best
Yes.
to do in person.
Yes.
But
It
I
is.
mean, people text a lot these days.
Yeah. It's not like
Texting
the same.
texting doesn't have any power behind it. It doesn't
No.
have any feeling behind it.
Nothing.
So you're better off to do it over the phone or
Mm. In
or
person.
in person is the best. Yeah.
Yes.
Now, can you apologize to somebody who's dead? They died before you got into recovery. Yes, you can.
Mm.
Yes, you
Mm.
can. There are traditional ways that therapists have people apologize to people that have passed away. One way
Mhm.
would be to write them a letter of apology.
Mhm. Mhm.
Then you set it
Mhm.
aside. Then the
Mhm.
next day you read the letter and add anything you left out.
Mhm.
And then you can take the letter and you can bury it and say a
Yes.
prayer over it, or you can
Yes.
light it on fire and say a
Mhm.
prayer as the smoke goes up, or say
Yes.
your apologies. You don't have to pray, but you can say your apologies as the smoke
Yes.
goes up. And you can't believe how much people feel the guilt go away just doing
Yes.
that. You know,
Just doing that. It's a
yeah,
simple text.
yes,
Mhm.
and guilt is a killer. I mean,
Yes.
boy, that can cause serious depression,
Yes.
and
Yes. Yes.
and it can affect all your other relationships because
Yes,
you're
it can.
carrying that guilt with you into every other relationship you're in.
You gotta let it go.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you got to let it go. Guilt.
Yes.
Now, resentments are a different story.
Ooh,
Resentments are tough. Yeah.
okay. Yes, they are.
I resent my dad because he never went to one of my little league baseball games. My
Oh,
mom
boy.
was always there. My dad was never there. He
Never
said,
there.
"I'll come, Dick.
Mhm.
I'll come. No, I'll come to your next game." Wasn't there. So
Nope.
I resented my dad for all the
Mm.
years I've been alive. Basically,
Mm.
how do you
Mm.
get rid of that?
Yes, how
Well,
do you get rid of that?
well, it's a tough one. Um, what you need to realize is that they do what they do, and that's up to them. It's not up to you. So
Right.
just because he didn't come to games doesn't mean he didn't love me.
Mm.
I include that. I go, well, you didn't come, so you must not love me. That's what I'm telling myself.
Right. That's what they
But
think.
that doesn't necessarily mean that.
No.
No. So again, I can let him know of my resentment if he's still alive. I can
Right.
say, Dad, I got to clear my conscience about something. I have resented you for years because you never came to my little league baseball games when you said you would.
Right.
And he'll go, oh. Now, if he's a
Mm.
good dad, he'll feel really bad about that,
Yes.
and then he might apologize, and
Yeah.
then you can say, okay, okay, I forgive you. You know,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
that helps clear the air.
Yes. A little
Um,
bit. Moves the
yeah,
smoke away a little bit.
but it's not up to them apologizing. It's
Right.
up to us
To
to
accept.
detach from
Right.
that emotion. And
Yes.
how you detach, detachment doesn't mean that you don't care about them. It
Right.
doesn't mean you don't like them. It doesn't mean you don't love them. It just
Mhm.
means you don't want them to impact your life that much anymore.
Right.
So you can detach from people and from feelings that way. So
Hmm.
it's those are two big ones, resentment and guilt.
Yes.
And yeah, and writing is unbelievably
Um,
therapeutic.
oh, yes, it is. I know for sure. I'm a writer.
Yeah, good. Good because people can write down all their resentments and
Yes.
really and sometimes it'll be 2, 3, 4 pages.
What? It'd
You
be
know,
a whole
they didn't
book.
realize it was all in there, you know?
Yeah.
And then you set it aside and then you think about it and then you bring it back and you look at it. And some of them may be gone already just because you
Yeah.
wrote them down. So you
Yeah.
cross them out.
Yes.
And then the other ones you can write some more about it, um, and then set it aside. But writing is very therapeutic.
Yes. It's
Very,
power in the
very,
pen.
yeah. It's one of the ways we can heal ourselves
Yes.
emotionally and mentally. You know,
Yes.
physically, we really need some practitioners to help us heal physically.
Yes.
I mean, you
Yes.
can pray for help, and there are
Hmm.
certain things you can do for healing. I'll tell you
Yeah.
something.
Hmm.
Maitreya
Hmm.
blessed some water deep in the ground outside of Mexico City,
Hmm.
just outside of a town called Tlacote, Tlacote.
Hmm.
He blessed some water. These masters are so powerful, you can't believe it. They're just
Wow.
loaded with energy and all kinds
Wow.
of energies. The energy of peace of mind, the energy
Yeah.
of balance, the
Yeah.
energy of love, the energy
Yeah.
of healing, all these different energies.
Yes.
He found a really deep, deep spring that would last, for hundreds of years, and
Mm.
he blessed it.
Mm.
Now you've heard of Lourdes, the
Yes.
fountain in Lourdes that heals people.
Yes.
Okay, well, my information is that this water is way, way more powerful than Lourdes.
Mm.
Now here's what happened. There's a farmer outside of Tlacote
Hmm.
who had a large ranch, a large farm, and he saw this water seeping up out of the ground, and his sick dog drank it. His dog got better.
Mm.
We had a couple other sick
Wow.
animals, so he gave them the water. They got better. So then he
Mm.
talked the local hospital in town to let him give the water to patients. Most of them got well. So then
Wow.
he said, oh, okay, we've got something here that's really important. So he
Yeah.
asked the Mexican government to help supply him with funding so that he could sink down some wells and pump this water out and store it in huge, huge tanks and
Really?
give it to people free of charge. So
Mm.
he did that. Yeah, he did. He opened up his ranch so people could come in, but here's how he did it.
Okay.
First, they had to talk to nurses and technicians on who they were getting the water for,
Hmm.
what the problem was,
Mm.
and then contact information so they could follow up.
Okay.
Then they got the water. Some got it. They usually came with a big container to get the
Hmm.
water. Then they took it home and gave it to whoever they got it for.
Hmm.
Well, the records showed that there were tremendous healings from everything you can think of. And this water is available to people, and that's why I'm telling you the story.
It's still
They have,
available to this day?
yes,
Oh.
arthritis, heart disease, HIV and AIDS. There were healings, every kind you can imagine,
Wow.
recorded, documented, and the United Nations ended up giving him an award for making this water available to people free of charge. Yes.
Wow.
Now he has since passed away. His
Mm.
daughter sold the ranch, but
Oh.
some of the water was sent to the probably the most famous homeopathic pharmacy in the world, Ainsworth Pharmacy
Mm.
in London,
Wow.
Ainsworth, and
Okay.
they made tablets and pills out of it. And
Oh.
you can buy Tlacote water pills and tablets in two different strengths from
Uh-huh.
Ainsworth Pharmacy in London. And if you
Mm.
go online, just just put in a search for Ainsworth's Pharmacy, Ainsworths, Ainsworth's.
Okay, so I have a question. I have
Yep.
a question. So if he gave it away free, why are they charging to give away something free to be healed?
Well, they're not charging much at all.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, they have to process it. That costs them to process it. They have
Mm,
to ship it. It costs them to
mm,
ship it. So
mm.
you can get it in different size bottles. The first one I got was about that tall, about four
Okay,
inches
so you
tall.
tried it. You
But
tried
I've
it.
got, oh man, do I ever? I take a
Wow.
Tacoti pill every day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Here's a bottle right here
Oh,
of
wow.
Tacoti pills, and you put them under your tongue. That's how you take homeopathic remedies. You don't
Okay.
you don't swallow them. You put it under your tongue and let it dissolve,
Oh,
because the bottom of the tongue is loaded with little capillaries, little
right.
blood vessels, and they just take it right into the body right away.
Mm,
And what it does, it also prevents disease because
mm,
it raises the body's immune system. Yes.
okay.
Yeah. And the raised immune system will cure ailments, and it
Right.
will prevent new ailments.
Okay.
Now, Maitreya said that Tlakoti water will become one of the major paths for healing for humanity in the future.
Hmm.
Now, he's also charged water in Russia, in India,
Mm.
in Germany. There are
Okay.
springs that are giving out this powerful
Spring.
healing water. Yeah, the one
And
in India, it goes into a big concrete basin and people can actually bathe in it. Yeah.
like the in the Bible, the healing water in the
Well,
Bible with
that's
Jesus. Yeah.
yes. Well, this is it. This, and it's real.
Beautiful. That's what
I
it
mean,
was
it's
called.
it's
Fountain of Beautiful.
they've done all kinds of tests on it to see
Good.
how it's different from regular water.
Uh-huh.
And the only thing they have determined that's different so far is that it's this water weighs less. It's a little bit lighter, but it's
Hmm.
been charged by Maitreya's healing energy,
Hmm.
and you can buy it at Ainsworth Pharmacy online. I'm not here to sell pills, but if you want it, this bottle right here, I wrote the price on it. This bottle right here had about, I don't know, probably 200 pills in it, and I think I paid $27 for it.
Oh, oh, that's
So,
affordable.
oh
I,
yeah. Now
yeah.
this one is smaller.
Mm.
This one is about $9. Uh,
Okay.
but it's very reasonable. I mean, it's anybody can get this,
Wow.
and you put it under your tongue. Put two or three pills or tablets under your tongue and just let it dissolve.
So
You
it's really
don't,
small. It's really small.
yeah, you don't want to have peppermint right before or right after in
Okay.
your mouth, and you don't want to have coffee or tea in your mouth right before or after because it weakens the power
Oh.
of it.
Mm.
So you want to make sure your palate is clean for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then you put the pills in, and you can take them as often as you want. Now, homeopathic remedies heal. They don't heal the symptoms. They heal the internal cause.
Got you.
Homeopathy is going to be one of the major. It's huge right now, but it's going to be one of the major healing methods in the future as well. You can get homeopathic tablets at drugstores. You just ask them, where are your
Oh,
homeopathic tablets? And the tablets will even on the bottles, they'll have what they cure on the bottle.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But this is the most powerful one you can get, the Tacoti
Mm.
water. Yeah.
Mm.
So that's available to humanity now. And I I had a horrible rash, and I took the Tacoti tablets, and within 3 days the rash just covered my whole body. Well, what that means is that it was working. It
Oh,
it activates whatever the problem is. So don't be surprised if it's a little bit worse at first. That
right.
means it's working, because
Oh,
then it's going to clear it up. Yeah.
got you.
Now, when it gets a little bit worse, you might want to lay off for a day or two and not
Mm,
take any tablets, and then go back to taking them, so you're
mm,
not overwhelmed with whatever the symptoms are. But
Oh,
yeah, anyway,
wow.
that's a great healing tool that people should know about.
Yes.
The other thing you can do is just pray for healing. You know,
Yes. Yes.
you can ask for healing
Yes.
of whoever you pray to. You can pray to anybody. You can pray to the universe. You can pray to
Yes.
the spiritual. You can pray to
To the
religious.
wind,
Yeah, you can pray to
the
God,
sun.
Jesus, Buddha, anybody you want. And
Yes.
but here's the thing about prayer:
Mm.
the most powerful prayer. This is the ageless wisdom. Now, again,
Okay.
don't believe it, but I'm just giving it
Okay.
for
Yeah, I
information.
don't believe it.
the the ageless wisdom says that the more mental the prayer is, the
Mm.
more powerful it is.
Really?
Yes. So you don't want to give it a real emotional prayer because that's a
Mm.
weak prayer. Emotions
Mm.
are weak. I'll tell you why. Because
Okay.
emotions change.
Yes,
If you
they
don't like
do.
how you feel, just wait 15 minutes or wait
Yeah.
2 days. It'll change. You know,
It
whereas
does.
our
Yeah.
thinking doesn't really change if it's a mental focus.
Yes.
So make your prayer as mental as you can to whoever you pray to when you ask for healing.
Yes.
Now, I always add to my prayers, I always add, thy will be done.
Amen.
Because the masters, the spiritual kingdom knows more about what I need than I do.
Then you do.
Yeah.
Yes. You know
Yeah.
your
So
needs and
I
wants.
ask
Yeah.
I ask for what I want, but I say, hey, it's up to you because you know better. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So and a lot of times people will receive healing from prayer. It's
Mm.
very
Yes.
powerful thing to do. And you can pray. I mean, some people pray um, for an hour.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah, right.
I do pray a lot. I pray a lot. I
Well,
pray everywhere.
you know, there's a story I should probably tell. There's a
Okay.
woman named Betty Eadie. I'll spell her last name
Yeah.
Eadie. Have
Okay.
you heard of her?
I think I heard of her.
Betty Eadie
Yeah.
wrote the most comprehensive after death experience ever
Yeah.
recorded. She wrote a book.
Yeah, I think I heard about that.
She
Yeah.
wrote a book. It's called, oh, I'll think of it. But if you go on Amazon and go into books and put in
I think I've
Eadie,
seen
it'll
that
come
book
up.
before.
Here's the deal. She's part Native American.
Uh-huh.
She went into the hospital for an operation.
Mm-hmm.
After the operation, she was laying in bed in the hospital and she died.
Mm.
She looked down and saw her body,
Mm-hmm.
and then she saw two guides there that said, we will help you know where to go now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she said, well, first I want to check on my family. So
Mm-hmm.
she said,
Mm-hmm.
I went right through the walls of the hospital and I
Wow.
went home and I went through the roof and I looked down and there were my children having a pillow fight upstairs. And I saw my husband downstairs reading a book. And I instantly knew they were all going to be okay.
Right.
She said, so then I went where the guides told me through a tunnel of light. And she was
Mm-hmm.
Christian. So she came out of the tunnel and she said, I saw Jesus. And I
Okay.
met Jesus and I talked to Jesus. And
Mm.
Jesus told me many things. And then he led me to his garden. And she
Oh.
said, oh, the colors in that garden. She said there were just colors you can't even imagine. Well, that's
Mm.
one thing about humanity. As we evolve, the ageless wisdom says we're going to see more and more colors, more and more
Right.
shades of color. Isn't that
Yes.
cool? Yeah.
Yes. It's so
So she saw
yes.
this garden, and then she saw the library, the
Mm.
spiritual kingdom library, with the records of all this knowledge. She
Yes.
said, I didn't have to open a book to read it. I could just send my thoughts there and read it up there. And she
Wow.
said it was the most remarkable thing she'd ever seen. Well, anyway,
Mm.
she was told it was not her time and she had to come back. She
Mm.
was upset.
Oh,
She
I know
was
she
so
was.
filled with joy and love, she
Yes.
didn't ever want to leave. And they said, "No, no, no. Your time isn't up now. You'll remember some of what we've told you, but
But
not everything."
yeah.
And she said she had to go back into that body, and she said it was just icky. Their
Oh,
body was cold and slimy, and she just hated it.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway, but she went back in her body, and of course, then they realized she was alive. Uh,
Mhm.
yeah. Well, she wrote this book about what her experiences were past
Mm-hmm.
in death, and there's some really cool stuff in there,
Mm.
especially if for people who have lost a loved one. They should
Yes.
read the book because it'll give you so much hope and such good feelings. One of the things she shared
Mm-hmm.
was that she was able to see prayers coming from earth up to the spiritual kingdom. And she said they were like little flashlights with light beaming up each
Like
prayer.
the lightning bugs.
Yes, like a prayer. And she said some of the prayers, some of the lights were very weak. They didn't go very far. And some of
Oh.
the prayers went a long way and were very powerful. And what I'm
Mm.
trying to tell everybody is those were mental prayers.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she said there was an angel that flew to the end of every light and answered the prayer.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that
Okay.
cool? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a wonderful book, Betty Eady.
Betty.
Embraced by the Light. That's the name of it.
That's what it was. Yes.
Embraced by
Embrace
the
light.
Light. So, but that's a great example of how prayers can differ in power and strength. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. So I got another question for you.
good.
Um, do you believe that healing begins with forgiveness?
I believe a lot of healing can begin with forgiveness. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Forgiveness is tough
Yes.
because we think we've got to forgive the person for what they did, but
Yes.
it's not. See, or that they have to apologize before we can forgive them.
Right.
That's not the case.
Mm.
Here's the thing, forgiveness is a gift.
Yes.
It's a gift,
I
but
agree.
it's not a gift to them. It's a gift to us
Yes. I
because it
agree.
takes that load off our shoulders and off our mind.
Yes.
Forgiveness is a gift to us. Now you can consider it a gift to them too. I mean, you give a gift without any conditions attached. It's just a
That's
gift,
right.
right?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
giving a homeless person a dollar bill.
Yes.
You don't say you've got to use this way, this way, and this way. You just
No.
give it to them. It's a gift.
Exactly. Gift, and
It's
you do what
theirs.
you need to with the
Do
gift.
whatever. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Yes.
I asked Benjamin Crumb about that. I
Yes. What
said,
did he say?
what about giving money to homeless people? Won't they just use it to go get drunk?
Mhm.
And he said, if getting drunk is the only way they can escape the miserable life they're living, who are
Mm.
we to say they shouldn't do it?
Exactly.
Boy, did that change my mind. I
Oof.
thought, it depends on your point of view, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It does.
So when I give homeless people money, I just give it to them. I don't
Let
take
them do what they want. Buy them a
absolutely.
cheeseburger,
You want to
whatever.
buy
Buy
them,
them some whiskey. That's their
or
prerogative.
if I'm in a McDonald's and there's a homeless person behind me, I might just buy their meal. That kind of thing. But
That's
yeah,
what you do. Yeah.
yeah.
I do the same thing.
So forgiveness.
Mhm.
The biggest misunderstanding about forgiveness is that people need to earn our forgiveness.
Right.
They do not. It's a
They don't.
gift.
They
Either
don't.
you're willing to give the gift or you're not.
Right.
I mean, you can forgive people that are dead.
Yes.
It'll still lift that load for you.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You're doing it for yourself to get rid of the load.
Yep.
It's a gift, but it's a gift. They
It's
can't earn it. They're dead, but you can
right.
give it to them anyway. You can still forgive them. And
Yes.
so
It's
that's
best
the
to
thing about
forgive.
forgiveness. People
Mhm.
don't need to earn it. You just give it.
Yes.
And if you can't really mean it, then don't do it yet.
Don't do it. Yeah, because you
You
know
can
people who
pray
don't mean
about it.
it.
Please, I've done that. I've prayed. I've said, please give me the strength and the will to forgive this person.
Exactly.
You can ask for help. It's okay.
Yeah.
I had a lot of addicts and alcoholics in my treatment program
Oh.
that didn't believe in prayer.
Oh.
And I said, and they weren't religious at all, and I said, I'll
Mhm.
tell you what, just think of something you want to pray for and pray for it
Exactly.
and see what happens.
And see what happens.
I had
That's
patients
right.
come into me 3 days later and say, when you said to pray for something and see what happens, I prayed for this. It happened. I got it.
Yeah.
I said, well, then you might want to try that again.
Well, Mr.
So,
Lawson, I have one more question
oh,
because
good,
we
good.
got 10 minutes left,
Oh,
and
good.
I would
Okay.
love to discuss this some more with you one day on our little break. Um, If millions of people around the world that's watching right now, and you had just 1 minute to leave them your greatest life lessons, what would you want every person to remember?
Oops, you froze. Your computer froze up. So
Oh,
would you ask the question again, please?
okay. It's a million people around the world listening to you right now, and
Yes.
they're watching us right now.
Yes.
And if you had 1 minute to leave them with your greatest life lesson, what would you want them or every person to remember?
Remember that you are sacred and you are worth it. You are worth living your life in a way that you want to live it, as long as it's healthy for you and healthy for others.
Hmm.
You have a right to take care of yourself. Now, I want to give you a quote from Maitreya.
Okay.
Remember, I talked about service earlier?
Yes.
Here's a quote directly from the world teacher for the age of Aquarius. You will all see him soon.
Hmm.
Make sure that not one day passes without some act of true service,
Hmm.
and be assured that my help will be yours. Now,
Hmm.
you can just be walking across the street and pick up a piece of trash as you walk across the street and throw it in the nearest trash bin. You just
Right.
served the world.
Yes.
You did.
You
You can
help.
serve by donating to your favorite charity or your favorite group. You can
Yeah.
serve by being a volunteer, like I'm a volunteer for Share International.
Hmm.
You can serve by opening a door for somebody. You can
Yeah.
serve by giving somebody a ride. There's a million ways to serve.
Yeah.
People used to come up to Benjamin Krem all the time and say, "Mr. Krem, I'm trying to find out how God wants me to serve. Can you tell me what's the way that God wants me to serve?" And
Yeah.
Benjamin Krem said, "There are millions of needs out there in the world. Pick
Yes.
one and
Pick
go
one of
serve."
them.
Yeah,
Right.
and that's right. There is no one and only way.
No. Nope.
Whatever works for you, and you can
Works.
put your heart into it.
It makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let
That's
your
the
heart be
whole
your
part of
guide.
service.
The other
Yes.
thing I want to say to your listeners and viewers is let your heart be your guide. You know,
Amen.
you,
Yes.
I talked about emotions and then mind and then spirit.
Yes.
A lot of us let our emotions overwhelm us. Our
Mm.
emotions have us, and they
Yeah.
determine our behavior, and our behavior can be pretty rude sometimes if we're
Yes.
emotional about it. The
Yes.
trick with emotions is to have your emotions, carry them under your arm. You know,
Mm.
I have some anger right now, but it's not going to determine how I act.
Yeah. Yes.
That's
That's
the
true.
deal.
That's
Make
true.
your decisions from your mind and your
Yeah.
soul.
In your soul.
Mind and your soul. The Ageless Wisdom says you can picture your soul as a
Mm.
multi-pointed white light
That's
about
right. Beaming
about
down
6 inches
throughout your
above the
body.
top of your head,
Yeah.
connected to your mind and your heart by golden threads.
That's
Isn't that
right. Yeah.
beautiful?
I
Yeah.
love it.
So what humanity needs to do now is stop making decisions so much from our physical aches and pains and our emotional feelings, and
That's
make
right.
more decisions. That's our lower self.
That's
Make
right.
more decisions from our higher self, which is our mind and our
Oh,
spirit.
that's right.
You know,
Yes.
so
Our
we need to.
consciousness.
Yes, yes, that's consciousness
Yes.
with a capital C. You know,
Okay.
the mind and the spirit. That's what you want to run your life from now on.
Yes.
And
Yes.
and when you have emotional problems, take a deep breath. Don't do anything,
Don't do nothing.
because emotions, feelings change. You know, and
Yeah.
then you go, "Oh, why did I do that? How am I ever going to
I
apologize
always
for that?"
say energy goes where energy flows.
Exactly. That's
Mm-hmm.
right. That's
Yes.
right. And we have tons of energy.
Yes.
If you do something like, let's say you honk at somebody on the
Mm-hmm.
road, and then you want to apologize to them, you can
Yeah.
do it.
You can
Use
change
your
the energy.
mind and send love to them.
Yes.
You just
Yes.
visualize. And this picture behind me,
I
that
love
heart
it.
center,
I love it.
that's a painting by Benjamin Krem.
I
It's
love it.
it's called meditation, and it
Oh,
shows the four chakras that you want to use in meditation: the heart
yes.
center, the throat
Yes.
center, that's the
Yes.
throat chakra, then
Yeah.
the ajna center right between the eyebrows,
Yeah. Right
and
here,
the
the
top of
third
the head
eye
is the
and the
crown.
crown.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you meditate, you want to keep your attention high because you don't want it to go below your heart, because
Yes.
that's where sex and money and greed and all that stuff is.
Yes.
So you want to meditate. When you meditate, meditate right between the eyebrows, the ajna center,
Mm,
AJNA.
Mm.
Hold your focus there for 15 minutes every day.
Yes.
Just get in a quiet place and think Om, O-M.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. The O activates the heart chakra and the throat chakra. You may feel a tickle in your throat. And the
Yes.
M, if you go, you'll feel your head buzz. That
Yes.
activates the ajna center and the crown center. And so
Yes.
you think Om, you don't say it. That's a chant. That's a
Oh,
much lower vibration than thinking.
really?
Yeah.
Mm.
So you think Om a couple times. You get in a quiet place, close your eyes to avoid distractions. And then you
Mm.
just think Om a couple times. Om, Om. And you
Mm.
focus here and
Yeah.
just hold the focus here as long as you can. It will eventually drop. Your head will come down.
Yes.
And then you just think Om a couple times and bring it back up. If you don't know if 15 minutes are up, look at the clock. If they're not up,
Yes.
get back into it. Think Om again. 15 minutes. That's all
That's
you
it.
need.
That's
That's
all
how
you need.
powerful. See, in
Yes.
meditation, we're downloading energy from our soul.
Yes.
That's how powerful meditation is.
Yes, it's very powerful.
Prayer sends energy to the spiritual universe.
Hmm.
Meditation downloads energy from the spiritual universe into
Yes.
the chakras.
Yes.
And the ajna center is the traffic cop. So all
Mhm.
the energy that comes in here, it knows which other chakras need energy,
Yes.
and it sends it there.
Yes.
Isn't that
Yes.
cool? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So if you want to send love to somebody, send love. It's not rose red and it's
Right.
not pink. It's right between the two. It's that rose color, right between red and pink. You just
Yeah.
visualize them and see this light, rose-colored light of love coming
Yes.
out of your mind and into their heart, or out
Yes.
of your heart and into their heart. And that's how you apologize to somebody that you will
Too.
never see again.
Yes.
If you
Yes.
want to apologize, you can do it. And all of
Apologize
a
and let
sudden
it
they'll
go.
feel this love and they won't know where it's coming from.
Yes. Yes. Well, Mr. Lawson, I want to thank you so much for sharing your wisdom, your heart, your life work with us. Your message reminds us in healing is not just about treating symptoms, it's about caring for the whole person, the mind, the
Absolutely.
body, the spirit. We truly appreciate you joining us tonight here on the Sunny Smile Show Live, where belief meets the mic. Namaste.
Thank you, Sonny. Namaste. You
You
know
have
what
a
that
great
means? You know what that
Yes, I
means?
do. My spirit greets your spirit.
It's to your spirit. Exactly.
Yes,
It's
sir.
very powerful.
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
Tell
Great
you I
show.
study. Yes, thank you. Mwah.
Bye bye.
Till next time. Ciao.